St. Mary police recover 5 stolen goats, search on for suspected thieves. The St. Mary police say they have recovered 5 stolen goats in Donington district in Pembroke Hall on Friday. Police say the incident happened around 6:30 p.m. Acting head of the St. Mary Police Division, Kevin Francis, stated that the cops were in search of goats and the alleged predator larcenies after reports were made. Francis stated that the lawmen located the goats, but the culprits remain at large. Nonetheless, the SP Francis informed reporters that although no arrests have been made, law enforcement officials are actively working to track down the thieves. Man mowed down on Winward Road, driver arrested. One man is dead and another is in police custody following a vehicular collision on Winward Road on Thursday, March 28. The deceased has been identified as Terence Redding of Knoxwood Road, Kingston 2. Reports are that about 9:30 p.m., Redding was hit by a motor vehicle traveling along Winward Road as he was crossing the street. He was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The driver of the motor vehicle was subsequently arrested and is in police custody. Investigations into the incident continues. Indicom probing fatal shooting of partygoer in St. Mary. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom is probing the fatal police shooting of a man at a party in Enfield, St. Mary on Friday. Reports are that around 1 a.m., police visited the party following reports that armed men were seen in the venue. Upon the arrival of the police, one man was observed acting in a manner that aroused suspicion. He allegedly pulled his firearm as the lawmen approached him. The police reportedly took evasive action and shot and killed the man, whose identity remains unknown. No one else was injured in the incident. St. Andrew South Police celebrates success in arrests and charges. The St. Andrew South Police say they have been making strides in arresting and laying charges against people for murders committed in the division. One of those arrested is Marcus Ellis of a Riverton Meadows address within the division. Ellis was charged recently with a murder as well as shooting at the police in separate incidents. He was charged with the murder of Norman Dunkley, a 58-year-old businessman, in addition to the shooting of a 42-year-old man. The murder and shooting occurred on November 2, 2021, around 10:40 a.m. on Trelawney Avenue in Riverton Meadows. Ellis, who was charged with illegal possession of firearms stemming from the same incident, as if those troubles weren't enough for Ellis, he found himself in hot water again when he allegedly shot at the police about 2:45 p.m. in the Blue Window area of Riverton on March 13, 2024. The St. Andrew Police also arrested and charged Paul Donaldson of a Seaview Avenue address in Greenwich Town, Kingston 13. Donaldson was charged with wounding with intent with the use of a firearm. The incident in which he was charged, which occurred about 10:55 p.m. in the intersection of South and West Avenue in Greenwich Town. Ronald Smith, otherwise called Skull, of Ashley Road and Bentley Road addresses in Kingston 13, was also arrested on Thursday, March 28 in the Kingston Central Police Division. He was wanted in connection with a case of wounding with intent. The cops from the St. Andrew South Division also seized one illegal firearm from a man on Friday, March 22 at about 7:45 p.m. on Oakland Road. The weapon, a 9mm pistol with 13 rounds of ammunition, was found in a bag that was being carried by a 29-year-old man. $9 million worth of ganja seized in Portland. The Area 2 Narcotics Division are reporting that they have seized over 900 pounds of ganja during an operation in Norwich, Port Antonio in Portland on Friday. Reports are that about 2 a.m., lawmen carried out an operation in the area, during which the coastal areas of the community were searched. 18 knitted bags containing 919 pounds of compressed ganja were found concealed in shrubs. The illicit drug reportedly has an estimated street value of JM $9,190,000. No arrest was made in relation to the seizure. Meanwhile, detectives are asking anyone who may have information regarding this seizure to contact the Narcotics Division at 876-923-5729, Police 119 emergency number, or Crime Stop at 311. Opposition, NHD and HAG have lost their way. Opposition Senator Floyd Green is calling for the National Housing Trust (NHD) and the Housing Agency of Jamaica (HAG) to be collaborated to focus on their original mandate to provide affordable housing solutions for Jamaicans. According to Morris, over the past 6 or so years, in my assessment, the NHD and the HAG have lost their way in shifting away from this mandate and engaging in initiatives that help keep the cost of housing beyond the reach of many Jamaicans. I see the Prime Minister in his budget presentation saying that this year the NHD will be focusing on low-income houses. We are in the opposition. We have been calling for a recollaboration of the role and function of the NHD because the NHD was engaged in chasing down the market, venturing into construction of luxury houses that today the owners of those houses are complaining about the benefits that were promised to them, and when you look at the cost of those houses was over 30 million from an institution whose mandate was to provide affordable houses. So if the NHD is engaged in that, what you're going to find is that they're going to help to push the price of houses out of reach of the ordinary Jamaicans. Morris made that statement during his contribution to the debate on the Appropriations Act 2024 during the sitting of the Senate on Wednesday. Morris lamented that there are 550,000 individuals contributing to NHD and that of 70% of these individuals are earning below $31,000 per week and cannot afford a mortgage beyond $10 million. So these houses that are being built are out of the reach of the majority of the contributors of NHD, he stated. The opposition senator said he also has an issue with some of the recent initiatives by the NHD, including requiring individuals who are earning over $31,000 per week to go to the private financial institutions for their mortgage. Let me tell you straight up front that I have a fundamental problem with that because you're trampling on the rights of the contributor who has made a contribution to NHD, and you're taking away that right or that choice that the individual has to come to NHD, where they are putting on contribution in and sending that person elsewhere to get funds to borrow at a higher rate. Because at the NHD, that person is going to get its mortgage at 5% maximum. At the private financial institutions, it's 9%, 4% points higher than what the NHD is providing, he noted. Continuing, he said, I know NHD said that they are going to be providing the difference in the interest rate to the financial institution, and I said to myself, how does that benefit the NHD as an institution? Isn't it further placing a financial burden on the national institution? And that is why we have concluded in the opposition that the NHD needs to be recalibrated to focus on its core mandate of providing affordable houses for the contributors who contribute to the institution. I make no bones in saying that the NHD is a fabulous institution. It is one of the best government institutions that we have, but I am concerned about some governance issues, he noted. Morris also highlighted a matter raised in the budget presentation of the Leader of Opposition, Mark Golding, regarding the $11.4 billion that has been extracted from the trust every year to finance the government's budget. It started in 2013, but under administration, it ended in 2016, and the government, who through their supporters have taken the matter to court, extended the extraction from 2016 to 2028. The fact of the matter is that this $11.4 billion is needed by the trust to assist in providing affordable housing for our people, he stated. Turning to the HAG, he noted that this is another institution that has been mandated as a state agency to provide affordable housing by using lands that are owned by government to assist in various housing development projects across the country and contribute to significantly reducing the cost of housing. But he noted that in recent times, the HAG is also contributing to push up the cost of housing on the market. Howard Ward Benefit Foundation to stage inaugural Mobile Night Run. The Howard Ward Benefit Foundation, HWBF, officially launched the highly anticipated Mobile Night Run in Montego Bay recently. The run will be the main fundraising instrument for the foundation, and the inaugural staging has been earmarked for an $8 million target according to organizers. The Mobile Night Run will make its debut on Saturday, April 27 at 7 p.m. at Fairview in Montego Bay, St. James, and will feature a 5K run-walk wheelchair road race. Executive Director of the HWBF, Suzette Brown, while addressing the launch at Ward's Power Tools, outlined that the Mobile Night Run will raise funds for the Foundation's initiatives, including a scholarship program for secondary and tertiary students in the St. James and Trelawney area. This run comes on the heels of the over $2 million allocated by the Foundation to scholarships for the current academic year to 2 students attending the University of Technology and William Knibb Memorial High School as a commitment for their entire academic journey. Therefore, the high school students will benefit from the 5 years and 4 years for our tertiary-level scholarship awardees, Brown emphasized. Chairman of the HWBF Howard Ward expressed gratitude to Corporate Jamaica for supporting the project. We are always contributing to charitable initiatives, and although the foundation was initiated in 2017, our philanthropic efforts were not channeled through it. We decided to streamline our efforts by making the foundation active and contributing more in the areas of sports, education, and community development. So far, we have received generous contributions from the Pinnacle, Reggae Sumfest, NCB Capital Markets, BCIC, Shakmak Jamaica, and several others, putting us well on our target, Ward stated. The event will also feature live performance from entertainers Ding Dong, Charlie Black, and Tony Rebel. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.